Lisha B is on. Tap in. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter. Turn it off.
Is
Lisha
that
B is
Lisha
on.
B? Oh, you can go ahead and cut that off because it's not Lisha B live. Okay.
The Afternoon Lituation with Lisha B starts next.
Yeah, what it do, besties? Welcome back to your favorite show in the game. I just happen to be Lisha B, the Afternoon Bestie. Happy Money Making Monday. And speaking of making money, we are still in locked in with our 30 rack give back. And this hour's cash code is 765. So download that MyMagicGR app if you want $30,000 in your pocket. And if you want $100 right now, the cash prize and the cash code is 765. But stick around for more good vibes. Enough of the chit chat. Let's get back into the music so I can really get into what you're really here for. It's Magic 104.9.
Your daily dose of pop culture. The Lituation Report on Magic 104.9. Grand Rapids #1 for hip-hop and R&B.
Kendrick Lamar is reportedly readying a huge tour next year, so get your pockets ready. But a headlining performance at Coachella is not a part of the plan. Coachella, we're aiming to secure both Kendrick and Rihanna as performers and headliners for the 2025 edition of the festival after struggling to sell out tickets over the last 2 years. As you may or may not know, Lamar has performed at the festival twice, including headlining in 2017. And according to Rihanna's team, she rejected the offer because she didn't need the money or the exposure due to her billion-dollar Fenty empire. I know that's right. And last but certainly not least, Drake took a moment during a surprise appearance at a Toronto nightclub to share some thoughts about some fake friends. And throughout it, he was definitely shading and talking about friendship and betrayal. And this seems a little interesting, seeing as though Ye just shouted him out recently. So maybe he's shooting shots at Ye, K-Dot, Rocky, Rick Ross, and so many others. If you want the details about what else is going on in the rap game right now, you know what to do. Tap into that MyMagicGR app. It's Lisha B, Afternoon Bestie, of course, on Grand Rapids #1 for hip hop, Magic 104.9. And it's Afternoon Bestie checking in because we're going to get into this family chat. Because the baby decided to get on a podcast and start discussing cancel culture and how it has impacted him. And if you know anything about the baby's career, you know that cancel culture caught up with him. And he definitely did not understand the assignment when the time came. Because if you recall, the rapper has received backlash following controversial comments that he's made on his views as being homophobic while headlining the Rolling Loud Festival. And plus all the debacle with Megan Thee Stallion. There's just so many other things that are against the baby. And essentially he says now he's in his era of accountability and he hopes that people can be accountable with him. And I agree. I hope there's some other people, Diddy, who can be in this era of accountability. Boosie, era of accountability. So the question is, bestie, who else should be joining the baby in their era of accountability? DM me in the MyMagicGR app, whether they're a celebrity or someone that you know personally. DM me. I want to know the tea. It's Grand Rapids #1 for hip hop, Magic 104.9. But it's my favorite time of day when I get to tell you who belongs to the streets. Now, I used to love this man when he stopped running his mouth, but it looks like ever since his breakup, he decided to air it out for the streets one time. Because DDG decided to go on everybody and their mama's podcast and talk mess that we did not ask him for. Because he's revealed that he would tell his younger self not to get into a relationship after news of his breakup with Halle Bailey. As you may or may not know, he announced that he is the former boyfriend of Halle Bailey on his Instagram. According to an episode of his No Ordinary podcast that aired last Thursday, it seems like he's reflecting on how having a relationship took away focus from his career. And I feel like personally, humbly, I think Halle's relationship with you added to your career, friend. Because some people who did not know about you now because of your relations. But I just feel like now that DDG is talking about how he should have just not been in a relationship and focused on his career, it's a little distasteful because Halle ain't do nothing to you. Halle ain't do nothing wrong. She bought you all them watches and all them necklaces, and you over here slandering her good God-given name. If you want to get all the details about why I think DDG belongs to the streets right now, as long as he chooses to run his mouth, download that MyMagicGR app.
It's time for the 616 check-in on Magic 104.9. Grand Rapids #1 for hip-hop and R&B.
Starting November 1st, the seasonal parking rules are back in effect for many neighborhood streets in the Grand Rapids area. This restriction means simply that on even-numbered days, you will not be able to park on the odd-number side of the street from 1 a.m. to 6 p.m. and vice versa on the odd-numbered days. If you want to get all the details about whether this is affecting your neighborhood and how long this is going on for, download that MyMagicGR app. And last but certainly not least, 23-year-old Chris McCoy has been out and about in his community because he turned Hartside Park into a barbershop and salon, giving out free haircuts to any and all who want one. He's created his very own organization called The Rebirth, which he says he started as a way to give back to his community. He works alongside friends and volunteers to give fresh new hairdos to the community. And as of right now, he's been giving free haircuts every Thursday from 9 to 3 and hopes to add an additional day number one for hip-hop, Magic 104.9. Lisha B, Afternoon Lituation here, of course. And it's been a weird situation for Karl Anthony Towns as he's been traded to the New York Knicks in a decision that definitely shook him and the whole league. And while fans are feeling the impact of Towns' trade, the four-time NBA All-Star player has a few other pressing matters on his plate regardless of this trade. Because the week before the bombshell dropped, he announced the development of a new project that's close to his heart. He'll be opening a youth basketball facility in the Dominican Republic in honor of his late mother. If you do not watch interviews of this man, you will not understand how much he loved and adored his mother. He even contributes a lot of the things that he's done in his life to his mother. And now it makes sense why he wants to make sure that he stays connected to his roots by building a state-of-the-art facility in the DR that will not only offer athletic coaching, but there will also be physical therapy, classroom spaces, meeting places, and more. He hopes that this new facility will provide more opportunities to youth who are looking to get into sports and open up a world of possibility for them in the same way the game of basketball has done for him. So good things are coming towards Karl Anthony very soon. So if you want more details that has nothing to do with that trade, y'all, download that My Magic GR app.